When people think about the lives of top entrepreneurs, they often think about super rigid schedules, endless productivity hacks, and nonstop hustle as the only path to success. Well, I'm gonna show you a day in my life as an 8-figure business owner who also happens to be a mom to a 1-year-old baby girl, a dog mom, a wife, and just a regular human being with a whole life around her. So if you wanna see how I integrate my life and my business, well, that's what we're gonna do. And it may surprise you. In fact, how I structure my day is probably outside the norm of what you're used to. So let's dig in. So my days can usually be broken down into a few components: family time, work time, and personal time. The way I like to think of each day is like I'm using the same ingredients, but making a different recipe depending on how I'm feeling. So even though some of the tasks or activities I'm doing are repeated, I have the freedom to shift my schedule around to suit my needs. So it is 7:45 and we wake Cruz up around 7:30 every day, between 7 and 7:30, sometimes it's way earlier. Do her bottle and get her out. Mugsy! Hey, come here. That is Mugsy, our 4-year-old fur baby who is 3 years older than our baby girl, Cruz. Most days, our mornings are usually spent having lots of quality time with those two.
Typically in the morning, we'll get up together. One of us will go and take care of Cruzy, change her diaper. And then we'll take Mugsy out for a bathroom break and feed him in the morning, and then make the bed, get the house ready, and start getting our coffee and our caffeine in us so we can get the day started.
These mornings are really special since it's just time for us to all spend together as a family before we start our day. Since becoming a mom, it's been so incredible to have a business that allows me to be fully present for all these little moments I have with Cruz and not having the stress of needing to spend every single second at the computer for things to run smoothly. In fact, before I even think about work, I love and try to start the day with something that's just for me, like a morning workout or some meditation, even if it's really quick. Then after feeding Cruz, she's waving. Oh, Mugsy, you little jerk. And Mugsy. And after saying goodbye to my husband and making sure Cruz is in the amazing hands of our incredible nanny, Ash, I always try to get out for a morning walk. Even though it may sound like a small thing, it's been a crucial part of my morning routine that really helps me start my day off in the right way. During this time, I like to go through some of my most immediate work messages so I can get ahead of my day. So it's 9:45-ish right now, and it's not easy for me to get out and do this. I've had to train myself, but I've recognized that movement is a priority for me every single day, and of any kind. And even if it's for 5 minutes, I need that. And also what I've learned since becoming a mom is I used to have such a wild routine. And I recognize that 1, it's not sustainable, and 2, it's not really necessary. So really, I just need to focus on the things that are 100% a priority and make me feel whole as a human. So it's movement, and it's also integrating my work and my personal life to kind of make things more efficient. Efficiency is my best friend. And so, we restructured the whole business essentially in how we do meetings this year. And we do basically all of them asynchronously. And what that means is that we don't all have to be at the same place at the same time. We don't all have to kind of store everything up for one Zoom meeting. And I do most of my meetings, and our team does most of our huddles and our meetings via asynchronous communication. So that has been a game changer. So when I'm on a walk like this, I'm actually technically taking meetings. And then once I'm done, I just can enjoy and be present and kind of hit the reset button before I go back into being on my computer. My dream and my goal was that when I had a family, when I started a family, I had freedom of choice. I didn't care about, buying all the fancy things or going all these crazy trips. I kind of have had that season of my life, and I'm like, I'm good. Now it's freedom of choice. It's freedom of how I spend my time. And don't get me wrong, I'm not working all the time. I still work and I love what I do. And that's hard because I love what I do and I also love my family. And there's this inherent societal guilt of you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But what I found is that I think that people expect when you run a business, you're working all of the time. And there are seasons of that where you have to kind of be more invested in it, and it's an ebb and a flow. But when you get to a place where you've built a business where it kind of works without your constant involvement, you do have the freedom of choice of how you spend your time. And so I know my priorities that make me a better person and that make me show up in a better way for the responsibilities I have, my family, my team, my baby, myself, my friends, all my relationships. Like, I know what it requires of me now to do that in a way that is sustainable. Building an online education business has allowed me a lot of freedom of choice. Just like I'm sharing in this video, I get to decide for the most part how I spend my time doing work that I love and being present with my family. So I'm really excited to share that if you want to build an online education business around your unique expertise, you can now apply to be a part of our Authority Accelerator program. So this program gives you the roadmap to package your skill set or expertise into a highly scalable online course business so that you can detach your time from your income while making a massive impact on the people who need you the most all over the world. We've served thousands of people, and inside of this program, not only are you getting access to the same method that built my online education business to multiple 8 figures, but it's also the exact method that my clients are using to grow thriving online education businesses around their unique genius. Be sure to click the link below to fill out your application. So now that I've got some fresh air and I'm in a good headspace, I can head back home and get started on my work for the day. Since I've already answered my work messages on the walk, I can settle in at my desk and put all my focus on the task for the day. One of my new favorite books, Deep Work by Cal Newport, highlights the power of eliminating distractions and giving our full attention to one task at a time, something I've been trying to practice for years. And since I've completed most of my work messages and conversations on my walk, I'm not constantly checking messages the moment I sit down, and I can fully immerse myself in my work. This has been a key part in allowing me to complete my work faster and help me produce my best results. So today I'll be at home working, but on other days I'll go to a co-working space, which I had never done before. I love working from home, and I've worked from home for so long now, but definitely having a baby, it makes it a little challenging because every noise she makes, I kind of feel my whole body go, "Oh," and I want to just go grab her. So sometimes I work at home, and when I do, I find like I close the door, generally Cruzy's napping, and I get my most deep work done in this space. It's kind of like my little work sanctuary. So I get my like meetings and stuff out of the way, the busy admin stuff out of the way kind of in the morning. And then usually I tackle my like deeper work, my more creative, more fun stuff when I have a little bit more of a block of time to do so. And then I'll usually break it up with getting outside, making some food, working out, whatever it may be. So I really like a clean space. I do have a messy closet, don't tell anyone. It's kind of like the friend's closet.
Oh my God.
But I do love a clean, organized space. And so I kind of handpick things that have meaning to me, just to kind of remind me like how far I've come, and things I'm really proud of. And so on this one, I have like the YouTube play button, which this one looks archaic at this point, but it was my 100,000 subscribers button. And then I got 30 under 30 when I think I was 28 at the time, and that was a really big deal. So I keep that up there as a reminder. And then the moment I met Oprah and took the worst picture ever, which I've told that story before. Yeah, I keep that as a little humbling reminder to myself. And then I have my peace sign here. So this used to be in a lot of my videos, but I just keep it there as a reminder that my whole business, the whole purpose of it is to be peaceful, purposeful, and profitable. And that's what we teach other people to do as well. It's about, really for me, success at the end of the day is peace. That's the only way I can summarize it. So that's just a reminder to keep the main thing and to keep that the main focus above all else. After doing some good focused work, I'll make a nice healthy lunch and plan out what I want to get done for my afternoon. Since I usually complete all my immediate tasks in the morning, it leaves my afternoons as the perfect time to do my more creative work and future planning. I'm also able to take the time to check in on Cruz and have some quality time with her throughout the day. Once it gets to about 5 o'clock, Nav and I will make sure we get out with Cruz for another walk. This is one part we like to do at the same time every day because it allows us to decompress right after work and spend some nice family time in nature. When we get back, we'll make dinner, and it's sort of a mad dash, and we start Cruz's nighttime routine, and by around 7:15, we've made sure that Cruz has had her bath, we've read her bedtime stories, and she's in bed and ready to sleep. Now that Cruz is in bed and all our parenting tasks are done for the evening, we can relax, enjoy our dinner, hang out, watch a show, or maybe even a movie together, and by 10 o'clock at the latest, we head to sleep and we start it all again. Every day, I like to change how my day is laid out to suit my needs, and it's only been possible with the way that I've structured my business. If you want to learn more about that business strategy and structure and the Authority Accelerator program, you can click the link below this video. And if you want to know exactly how I got here, check out this video to see how I built an online course that generates $5 million a year. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.